Hello and welcome to my presentation on how to write a good paragraph. Very often when you are asked to write a paragraph, most of you are confused as to how do I begin my paragraph, how do I conclude my paragraph, and what is it that I write in my paragraph. So today I'm going to try and clear all your doubts. But before I do that, you should know what a paragraph is. So, definition of a paragraph. A paragraph is a group of sentences which tell us about a central or the main idea. So, paragraph are sentences put together that talk about a main or a single idea. Parts of a paragraph. So paragraph has basically three parts. The first part is the topic sentence, then comes the supporting sentences, and then we go to the concluding sentence or the conclusion. So let us learn now first what is the topic sentence, the first part of a paragraph. Topic sentence is usually the first line of your paragraph. It basically introduces the topic or the main idea of the paragraph. So the topic sentence is the first line of the paragraph and it tells you what you're going to write about, the main idea of your paragraph, the main theme of your paragraph. Then we move on to the second part of the paragraph, which is the supporting sentences. Now the name suggests supporting sentences. So these sentences that you write will support the main idea of your paragraph. So these are the sentences that talk about the topic sentence or the main idea. They are some ideas which support the main idea. Here you can go creative or build up fantasy statements or facts. So if you're talking about something to do with real people or you're talking about a scientific fact, then you will have a lot of facts as your supporting sentence. But if you're talking about a superhero or you're talking about your best friend or something that you can build up a fantasy world around, then your supporting sentences can be more creative, can be something out of your fantasy world. And finally, the third part of your paragraph, which is your concluding sentence. This sentence is used to wrap up the paragraph, meaning it concludes your paragraph, it ends your paragraph. It simply ends the paragraph by justifying the main idea or the topic sentence you started writing your paragraph with. So if you have started writing your paragraph with a certain theme, then your last sentence should also talk about the first line of your paragraph, trying to justify the first line of your paragraph. I will explain this to you with an example. So this paragraph, read this paragraph. My mother is my superhero. So this is the first line of your paragraph, which means that this is the main theme of your paragraph. She wakes up early in the morning. She cooks breakfast for all of us and also packs lunch for my father, brother and I. She drops us off to school by car and returns home by picking up vegetables and grocery for the day. She cleans up the home, does the laundry, and cooks up something delicious for the evening tea. She helps us with our studies and always has a smile on her face. She works like a robot, and that's why I call her my superhero. Now let me explain this paragraph to you. Before I do that, girls, there is a red arrow there. Now, why is that arrow there? Just to draw your attention to that space given over there. That 2 to 3 finger space given is called the indent. So when you begin your paragraph, you always indent the first line of the paragraph. Only the first line of the paragraph. So you leave about 2 to 3 finger space, which means you're indenting the first line of your paragraph. Now, your main theme is my mother is my superhero. And all the lines that are coming after that, if you see girls, they're all telling you what your mother does. Why is she such a big hero? The amount of work she does for you. You're justifying that your mother is a superhero. And now see the concluding line of this paragraph. You're telling because your mother does so much for you, she always has a smile on her face. Although she works so much, she's like a robot, and that's why you call her your superhero. So you are justifying your first line of your paragraph. This makes a good paragraph. Now the second question you might ask me, how many lines should be there, or how many sentences should be there in a paragraph? As a student, you might have to write about 8 to 10 sentences for a good paragraph. But remember, if you're writing an essay of about 200 words, in that case, you might have about 3 to 4 paragraphs. And in that case, your every paragraph could have about 5 to 7 sentences. Let's move on. While writing a paragraph, what you need to remember. Indent the first line of your paragraph or skip a line. Don't do both. So you cannot do both the things in a paragraph, meaning what? If you're writing an essay, as I told you, you might have about 3 to 4 paragraphs. In that case, you can indent the first line of every paragraph, or you can leave a line after every paragraph. But don't do both indenting and also leaving a line. Begin your sentence with a capital letter and end with a period, or what we call a full stop. So you're going to begin your sentence with a capital letter and then finish your sentence with a full stop. Never use point form to write a paragraph, which means don't use a new line for writing each sentence. You are writing a paragraph, you're not writing points. So if you write in points, they will not remain a paragraph. If you are writing an essay, then you would probably have more than 2 to 3 paragraphs in your essay. In this case also, the first paragraph should talk about your main topic. So if you're writing an essay, as I told you, you might have about 3 to 4 paragraphs. In that case, your first paragraph should be treated like your main idea, your topic sentence. And the last paragraph should be like your concluding sentence. It should support your first paragraph. Now, do you think that this is a good paragraph? I'm going to read through this paragraph while you think and tell me whether it is a good paragraph. New Delhi is the capital of India. My grandparents live in Mumbai. They are very old. We visit them during the summer break. It is very hot in Delhi these days. I want to go to Shimla. I have heard that it is a cold place. I love oranges and mangoes. Dad buys them especially for me. My younger brother is very naughty. He always troubles me. I love my family very much. Now I've read through this paragraph. Do you think it is a good paragraph? Certainly not. Reasons. The main theme of your paragraph is New Delhi is the capital of India. All your other sentences should have supported that. Or they should have spoken about your grandparents living in Mumbai. But if you say you are moving on to Shimla, then you're talking about oranges and mangoes, then you're talking about your brother being naughty, and then finally you talk about loving your family. All these sentences as individual sentences are fine, but when you put them in a paragraph writing, they don't match. So this is definitely not a good paragraph. So I hope now, girls, that you have understood what a good paragraph is. So what are you waiting for? Grab a pen and paper and go right ahead and write on any topic of your choice. Happy writing!